So, I've never felt like I fit in. Uh, Crazy story. When I was a kid, I just had a hard time kind of fitting in with others. Like, I was raised Kojic, so that's Church of God in Christ, Pentecostal. And if you know anything about the Kojic Church, it's all about holiness and living right. And I mean, that's really Christianity, right? We should be holy, we should live right. But growing up Kojic, I was taught so many wonderful things just about, living for God. And as a young kid, I was very passionate about God. I would want to tell people about Him. I was listening to worship music. I was singing songs and writing songs. And my parents really raised me up in a Christian home. And a lot of the media and the music that we listened to was Christian. I did devotions and things like that with my dad and with my parents. And so I think that just being like a young child that was passionate for God, not that it's uncommon, but I think that most kids are like, what's up, what you watching on TV and stuff like that. And not to say that I didn't have those interests, but I was like really passionate for God. And so some of that, people would kind of tease me and make fun of me. And then I also struggled with insecurity. I went through all kind of hair changes and what I wore, and so I was teased and bullied a lot. And I think through that experience, though I was a young kid, it kind of took me a long time to really build confidence. And for a long time, just as a person, I've always felt like I didn't fit in. The places that I grew up in were diverse settings, and so in some respects I felt like I didn't fit in this group or that group or this group. And then I'm super passionate about being black and black history, and so with some people they can't connect with that. And so there's just a lot of stuff where I was like, man, I don't fit in. But the cool thing about my lack of fitting in is the fact that I think that God has intentionally used that to make me stand out, right? One of my greatest downfalls is the fact that I don't fit in, but then one of the greatest blessings is the fact that I don't fit in, because I feel like God made me to stand out for a reason. I think I've really found who God has made me to be. I found the sound that He's given me. And I think sometimes when we think about insecurities or we think about stuff that makes us different, it helps to think about it as a blessing versus a curse. And so I still battle with this like, where do I fit in thing, but this EP, it just stands out. And I don't say that pridefully at all. I say that because I think I've finally gotten to a place where I'm secure in who I am, and where I'm okay with trying new things and not trying to do something that somebody else is doing, but really making it my own. So the people that I worked with on this project, I think really helped me to tap into that. I think really worked with the vision and the direction that I was going for. And there's just such a blend of so many different genres on this. I grew up Kojic, so gospel is like in me. You can't get it out of me. So you got some gospel on there. You got a little bit of rock. I mean, I grew up in high school listening to bands like Switchfoot and Sanctus Real and Mute Math. So you're going to get some rock in there. You're going to get a little bit of pop. I've always enjoyed artists like Katy Perry and Kelly Clarkson just because they have those power vocals. And then the song Okay, I don't want to say it's R&B because my husband will probably say it's not, but it definitely was inspired by kind of an R&B sound. It was inspired by my husband and the way that he just builds harmonies together. So you're going to get a little bit of that in there, and then you're going to get your worship in there. And so it's just a blend of like all the genres that I really like and that I feel like make me who I am as an artist. But on top of that, you're just gonna get like straight Jesus. The songs are focused on Christ. I feel like a lot of music tries to shift away from Christ and more to shift towards self. And I think that there is a place for looking at yourself and reminding yourself of your identity in Christ. But I also think that people just need to know Jesus. You know, we don't need to put all the gimmicks and bells and whistles to present Jesus. He's enough just as he is. And so yeah, guys, like, you got acoustic on here with Gabe Lopez. He goes by A Sutton Branch for Safety is his artist name. I got my friend Jeremiah Miller on here, and just so many others. I'm gonna be sharing them. I've already shared some of them with you guys, but I'm just super excited for this music. Listen to it, guys. Tell me your feedback, what you think, what your favorite song is. I worked really hard on this project, more than any other, and so yeah, I've never been more excited about a project that I've worked on than this one.